guys. How's it going, everybody? On our way to our comp class for the week. It's a class where we push the hardest. It's kind of a love-hate thing, right? It's like, oh, it's so rough when you're doing it, but after it's like, oh wow, it feels good. It's a good accomplishment for the day. Yeah. Last night we had our good friend Steve over, teaching us some side control pressures. It was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, it kind of enforced a few things that we already did and kind of opened some eyes of the people that are attending about what they're trying to do and how to try to control position. Yeah. So a couple people told me, well, they really liked it. So those of you already subscribing, saw the video, it's up. Those of you who are not subscribing, just check it out. Some pretty good stuff. Some interesting warm-ups, the movements that they did to kind of get ready for the technique. So that was a good day. Today I want to talk about something Carter and I have been just talking about a little bit, between the kids and some of it the adult, but more so just our observations about what makes a good student, right? And one of the things I was telling Carter last night is that when you first start out jiu-jitsu, you're it's kind of like when you first start school, right? You're in elementary school, and as you level up, you start to rise through the ranks of school, right? So obviously elementary school, middle school, high school, college, and then advanced degrees or whatever. So I kind of liken like maybe white, even blue belt to a certain extent is the early part of your jiu-jitsu career, right? So just like in school, right, when you first start, you gotta listen to the teacher. At 5 years old, you don't know nothing, right? You're gonna listen to every single thing they say, right? Then as you start to get a little older, right, you know a little bit more, but you're still gonna you still want to take advice or input from your teachers and even some of the students, some of the people that are further along in the education process, right? When you go to college, right, or even like high school to a certain extent, you're pretty much becoming an adult, and you have perspective, you've gained a lot of knowledge. So sometimes you'll question the teacher, or have ideas that are different, right, which is normal, right? But more so in the early stages, when you're brand new or even new, I think it's important that you kind of absorb what you're told, not blindly follow it, but kind of try to absorb it, much less trying to like challenge it, right? It's kind of a little perspective that I have on that, right? So I don't know, Cart, what you got perspective on some of that?
I think student is good if they're coachable, meaning they're receptive, willingness to learn, they have drive, see them coming to class consistently, and they put in effort, winning in positions that they might have not before, using stuff they're learning and trying to apply it, and you see it. So that's what I think makes a good student.
I think you made a good point, right, about the progress piece of it, right? So we're not all created equally. Some of us are a lot more athletic than others. Some of us are just older. Some of us have different backgrounds before they come into jiu-jitsu, right? So I think that everybody has a different starting point. So Carter and I I won't speak for Carter, but I like to measure people's progress by rolling with them, right? Or as now we have video, we record the sessions, so we watch the video so we can see, are people still doing the same thing, right? Are they trying to advance their technique and trying new things, right? I saw one of our students yesterday, like he's still white belt, and it was a drill, so I don't know how hard people were going, but he did a crucifix. I was kind of surprised. I was like, whoa, where did that come from, right? I don't even think he drilled it. I've never seen him drill it before, but he was in the crucifix position. It wasn't like the perfect crucifix position, but I was pleasantly surprised that he even attempted to hit that, right? So I like to see that when our students try to do things that they're not good at, and expect, you know, mixed results. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail, yeah. But, you know, everybody has this different journey, right? And they all feel differently on how they wanna, where they wanna get to, how they get there, how quickly they get there. Maybe some people think they're already there, right? At least for me and Carter, I know we don't feel we're there. We still have a ways to go, right? So we're students, right? So anytime my instructors talk to me, tell me stuff, I just try to absorb it, right? And think about it. Even if sometimes maybe it's not a positive critique, I still take it and I look at it and I think about it. I went to Trickster one open mat, and I had one of the coaches over there tell me I was doing it wrong. And I really had to reevaluate what I was doing. And I thought about it long and hard, and he was right, you know. And here we are 6-8 months later. I'm trying to address that one specific thing. Maya pretty much told me the same thing. So as a student, you got to be able to accept the good and the bad criticism, yeah. But, you know, again, everybody's personality is different.
Well, I'm not sure what to say, but that was amazing by my dad. So, you know, just keep doing jiu-jitsu. Just keep enjoying it. Consistent effort, you'll get some kind of gain, right? No home runs in the beginning. Jiu-jitsu is a long ball game. That's why Steve last night was emphasizing everything for longevity, right? Trying to roll long. So I was just thinking about it. Is every time you train one more day of training or one less day of training for you, right? You know, that's how you look